Hello, welcome to my presentation. I'm Xue Yingfeng. Today we have introduced about the Jahara and Liam, and we will from the series of G. Paget and Vygotsky. I will analyze each children's cognitive process, examine the educator roles in scaffolding learning, and compare their development patterns using the scholarly and reference. Now we start. First, we can see. Sorry. First, we can see the Liam from the Piaget theory. According to the Piaget, Liam is a pre-operational stage, but his actions demonstrate a key concept from the concrete optional stage, conservation of volume. At first, Liam believes the taller container have more because it's higher. This show when he focused on the feature is height. And then later, Liam realized that the quality remains the same, even if the shape change. And he said, it tricks you. It looks like more, but it's not. So this shows the imagining decentration and understanding of conversation, a sign of moving into the concrete optional stage earlier than Piaget predicted. Let's see the Vygotsky theory of Liam. Vygotsky in Paris is social interaction, preventive speech, and CPD. Linear learning is driven by self-indicated experimentation and optional peer engagement. She said, watch this, it tricks you. It shows he's working in his CPD. So the educator very good because educator not interview directly. She just present lots of say for exploration. It's very good. And she reporting and observation is from the scaffolding. And then we see the educator's role. As an educator, Liam, the benefit is from the environment rich because he has water play, sandpit, and block area. And the education is a sport. And because the educator is smiling, observing, and reporting. So I think is discovers is self-directed and supported by international plane of material. So let's see the next role is Zihara. From the case of study of Zihara, in the Piaget theory, Zihara is also in the pre-operational stage. Her puzzle solving and STEM. This is very good because the exploration shows advanced logic reasoning and early operational thought. For example, this compare rapid speeds and ankles and presently problem solving with cognitive flexible and in the and show the shapes and functions. So this shows she is toward concrete options, especially she used trial and error and reflect on the outcomes. Let's see the Vygotsky theory. In the Zihara, Vygotsky Zihara is frequently used to prevent speech during the puzzles and drawing. This one show slowly, maybe it's long. Yeah, we think in as an educator, I always hear is the same because many cases it's like this. Someone is winning, someone is slow. Yeah, because they just watch just on the eyes and to touch, so they can't to make the brain and think about. But according to Vygotsky, this self-talk is a language and sport self-regulation and learning, because in many cases they like speak with themselves. Yeah, because many cases they don't know how to express themselves, so they like talk with themselves first. Even if when the whisper, she is bridge home culture with learning, which aligns with Vygotsky's emphasis on culture tools in development. Okay, so from the Zihara, we see Zihara is very like thinking because most of children they just do, they don't think about. But from the self-talk, we can see the Zihara can think a lot. This is the big progress. Okay, let's see the next. And from the educators' roles, Ziharas receive emotional support. Yes, it's very good because educator is a sport and smiling during her self-report. Yes, this is encourage me when we meet some children have the big progress. We must give the encouragement. And we need free and let them to explore and let them learning. Yeah. And this is a good opportunity to deep engagement with the materials. And from the educator scaffold, it's from valuing her quiet style, encourage herself and share, and not interrupt her and not stop her for the soft. Yeah, as an adult, we always show the many people. We always show the rulers, show the request. But as educator, we must change the mind because children need to explore for free. They need freedom. They need encouragement. So the educators is so very good. It's perfect. Okay, let's compare with Ziharo and Liam. From the age, they very near. Ziharo is 8 years old. Liam is 4 years old. And from the cognitive folks, Zihara's, yes, we are very clearly, Zihara's language is more better than Liam, yeah, because Zihara is more older. So Zihara is language, reflection, and problem solving. Yeah, we see some of the people and some of the case is grow up, they will have the solve problems. And Liam is from the volume, yeah, because most of the kids, they need to take a focus on the something, so they will improve the volume and the reasoning. From the Pidgeot, we see the logical thought in puzzles and theme in the Zihara, and the imagined conservation understanding from the Liam. From the Vygotsky, we show the strong private speech and the ZPD and the dual language on the Zihara. For Liam, is peer learning, yeah, because many children they like from the peer and to learning with peer with friends and self-talk and experimentation. As an educator role, yeah, both the educator all encourage them and give them emotional, and Liam is especially give them the material rich, yeah, give them many material, and we see some of the similar and the difference. The similar is they both have imagined concrete optional thinking. Yeah, from the action they start to think. And they both engage in self-guided discover and use language as a learning tools. Yeah, that's good because we have many tools. We use these tools and let the kids know what it is, what to do, how to do. And the difference is how the learning is often internal, yeah, and reflectable. And Liam is action based and social. So Liam is more open and Zihara is more a little inside. And Zihara's language bridge culture identity. Liam focuses on physical reason. Yeah, because most of kids, they are grow ups, they will more like inside to express themselves. Okay, let's show the educator implementation. As an educator, I think we should first we must respect. We must respect the culture. We must keep silent. We don't like always like a chat, always like a push, always like show. We need like the kids to show, like children to show. Yeah, and we must encourage them. If have the peer dialogue and culture inclusive and in the language, we must encourage them from the language. And then we must we must know the individual learning style, respect them, and make a scaffold through the materials, tools, space, and time. Yeah, this use them as rather than the direct interact or instruction. And we must use open observation and to guide the support them. So this is educator is implication. Yeah, and then the conclusion. So we must to both the children in show and complex cognitive growth by Piaget and Vygotsky and serious educators must better understand children's development and offer effective scaffolding to support learning and a respectful way. Okay, this is my reference. Okay, and thank you. You hear my presentation? Yes, I think I speak a lot. Goodbye.